The Letter Blue tour is happening, to promote the album, the remixes, and the Reprise album that came out like in April. How has the reception of the fans been so far?
It's been good. I think it's been really fun because we've been like releasing music as we've been on tour. So it just feels like there's new stuff, there's lots of new music, and yeah, it's like getting warm out and people seem excited to leave their houses and
Yeah,
music. So yeah, it's been good so far.
nice, nice. And the songs have been like fun to play because everything released in during the pandemic. So that's like a whole new set for you guys also.
Having that time at home where we couldn't tour or do much of anything made me appreciate it. Makes you appreciate being able to be on tour. Like you realize how lucky it is to be able to play the songs live and have people come out, and yeah, it's been really nice.
You just said like you've been releasing songs, and Tell Me Why just came out last week, like really recently. And it's a song from the Stripped Down EP that you wrote in 2020 with Reed Black. How does it feel to finally have that EP come out and relive those emotions that, many of us kind of went through during that time?
It's good. It feels like very cathartic. Like it's nice. It's just nice to it feels very good to put music out when you've been sitting with music for a long time and there was just this long period of inactivity. That was also good and important, I think, in a lot of ways, to figure out what you really want to be doing, what you want to put out. But it feels very like cathartic and good to be active and just not super precious about what you're putting out and just like being free with it. Feels really freeing. It's nice.
And talking about the process, it was just you kind of in your space with Reed. The band was separate, and then you kind of bring that to the band.
It was pretty much just me at first writing the songs and playing on auto harp, and then I brought them to Reed, and then we just sort of like layered vocals and layered some synths and piano, and we just took our time because we were both not doing that much during that time, so we both just took about like a year over time. Like we'd take breaks and then go back in on it. And then Marty came in and he played a little guitar at one point, but it was mostly just me and Reed. And meanwhile, I was also working on the album with Joe and Marty and Chaz and Buddy. But this was sort of like another side thing that was like really nice for me to have, because I got this other world that was like very quiet and intimate, and I could kind of just do what I wanted, and it was less collaborative. Like Reed was there to kind of make it happen what I wanted, and I would just be like, oh, I'm gonna try piano, I'm gonna try this now, I want to do 10 layers of vocals, and he'd be like, okay, whatever you want. And he's like a really good engineer, so he would just like have mics set up, so it was just like more playful for me. Found you and me tight, never even had to try. What's it like to never mind when no one seemed to care?
For Letter Blue, for the record, many music videos were released, and you redid Laura Bar and Bound with Gia Coppola. How did your artistic visions come together?
Me and Gia just kind of met up kind of just as friends. Like I was a fan of her work. She loves Wet, and we kind of got a drink in LA, and we just started talking and we really connected, and yeah, we decided to make some videos together, and it was just very easy and very fluid. She's one of those people that it was kind of like we were just always on the same page, and it was just really cool to work with a director at that level that has, she makes movies and she has this amazing team behind her that really like gets small things right. So it was so fun working with her, and it wasn't like I wasn't doing acting, but I was definitely aware of myself more with her, and I really enjoyed taking her direction. And she'd be like, there was a lot of dance. She's like, throw yourself on the floor now, get back up. Like she was just like really directing me at certain points, and it was a really fun experience.
Nice, yeah. And that's really in Larbar, where there's more dancing, and it's different from the first few videos that you guys kind of released from that record, with kind of like all the abstract videos all stuck together. Where did that idea come from?
So that was just there's this director, Andrew Balasia, that me and Joe know, and we love his work so much, and they're all these like sort of collage found footage videos, and they're just so emotional because I don't know, he just has this way of chopping up like just sort of regular life videos and making them feel so moving and sad and kind of epic all at once. And we just thought it might be really nice to approach the videos at first from a less music video perspective. Like I was a little burnt out on music videos, and I felt like I just didn't want to make anymore, and I didn't really want to be in them. And so Andrew made all these really beautiful found footage videos. And then some months went by, and me and Gia met, and then I was like, maybe I am ready to make another music video with Gia, because she's just, it's her, she's amazing. And
yeah, for sure.
So then we got a bit of both in the end.
I want to go back to Bound. I love that song. How is it working with Blood Orange, and how did that collaboration come together?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just a big fan of Dev and all of his work. An artist and a producer and a writer, and we're friends, and he's been a really helpful person to me, like over the years, just with little pieces of advice, and just sort of watching the way he navigates music has been, I don't know, I just look up to him a lot. And yeah, we were just hanging out, and we got in the studio, and we were writing, and we were working on a bunch of different ideas, and then Bound came together at a certain point, and it was very collaborative. Like it was a lot of his writing, and me like taking what he had written and kind of changing some of the lyrics to fit more with my like experience. But it was just a really cool, fun thing to do with him, because I just love his writing so much and his production. And yeah, it just came together really fast. Like at the end, I had pretty much finished the album already. And then it was just like one more,
to add to that.
Yeah, and I'm so glad, because it's one of the best songs on the album.
And I'm screaming in the palm.